Annie seems perfect on the outside, but in reality, she is plagued by bipolar disorder and depression. With a heart full of enthusiasm for life, she comes to a supermarket because she believes that a man who can get up early to buy groceries is definitely not a bad guy. Suddenly, her gaze is drawn to a man. Annie slowly approaches him, feeling a heart-fluttering sensation spreading through her body like an electric current. She decisively throws away the orange in her hand, turns around, and strides towards the man. Taking a deep breath, she takes a shopping cart from the side and finally comes face to face with him. She bravely strikes up a conversation with him. Amazingly, they hit it off and a wonderful rapport quickly develops between them. They leave the supermarket side by side and go to a cozy coffee shop. Annie's vivacity and cheerfulness quickly capture Nick's heart. When they part, they agree to meet again on Thursday evening. Annie is happy because this morning was perfect for her, as if the whole world is dancing for her. This joy even makes her work full of energy, and she doesn't find the day's work boring at all. That is, until she returns home and her bipolar disorder suddenly shifts to a depressed state. At this moment, it's as if all her energy has been drained. She lies on the bed with a vacant look in her eyes. It turns out that since she was 15, her life has been divided into two parts. One part is hiding in bed, feeling depressed, and the other part is confident and loving life. She hates this version of herself. Soon, Thursday arrives. When the man shows up at Annie's door on time, Annie goes out to meet him in her gloomy state. The man notices Annie's unusual demeanor, but he still maintains his gentleness and thoughtfulness, trying to ease Annie's low mood through conversation. However, Annie remains immersed in her own depressed world. A few days later, taking advantage of her restored confident self, Annie calls the man and invites him to dinner that evening. But just as she is putting on makeup in front of the mirror, that feeling of depression hits her again. Annie tries hard to overcome her depression, but she finds it all futile. In the end, she still collapses on the bathroom floor, sobbing uncontrollably. Meanwhile, the man outside the door is waiting for her with great anticipation, completely unaware of everything happening inside. In the end, the man leaves in disappointment and confusion. Bipolar disorder not only causes her to lose love but also her job. Her boss notices her unusual mental state, so the two of them go to a coffee shop to talk. This time, Annie doesn't avoid it and takes the initiative to tell her boss about her bipolar disorder. Annie tearfully complains about the troubles caused by her bipolar disorder, expecting to be met with strange looks and alienation. However, her boss does not discriminate against her because of this, but instead sympathizes with her experience. The boss's comfort is like a warm ray of sunshine, penetrating the dark clouds in Annie's heart and letting her feel the long-lost understanding and acceptance. The protagonist's longing and fear in the face of love make people empathize with her, and the moment when she finally bravely reveals her condition to others is deeply moving. It tells us that true love is not just about romance under the flowers and moon, but more about choosing to understand, accept, and accompany each other when facing each other's imperfections. So, in your opinion, how should love and the true self be balanced?